Hi students, good evening. Subhash Mohanty here to teach you the SAP Fi Accounts Receivable. Today we'll discuss how the entries are posting. I think on that day. Hi students, good evening. Subhash Mohanty here. So that day we have not done the entries. I think so. Today I'll post the entries. On that day only configurations I have done, right? So we'll test some transactions. So account receivable, there are the two ways of the entry. One is there are two views actually. What are the two views? One is the FI views, another one is the SD views. SD views means sales and distribution. What is sales and distribution? When the transactions are posted from the sales and distribution department or the end user of the sales and distribution, that transaction must be posted to the financial accounting GL accounts. Okay, whether invoice posting, payments normally taken care by the FI end user, but the invoice posting, delivery, all these things are done by the users from the SD sales and distribution department. You can say functional department, right? So when there is some FI invoice posting, FI invoice, normally the very non-operational transactions. I have to give you example: sale of the scraps, sale of old newspapers, or say some other services. Depends actually on the company or the industries. So which are not involved any material movement. So that will be posted through the financial FI end user. Okay. So there are the two types of the transaction. Right now, what we'll be testing, but the process is same. When it is from the SD, the FI must be integrated with the sales and distribution module. So that we are not doing now. We are doing only unit testing, not the integration testing. So when SD transactions are posted in the financial accounting GL, so that is basically integration testing after the customization. So that we can do later on. Later on means maybe when any SD customization is done, then only it is possible. Right, that I'll do in the project actually. But I'll tell you what are the entries in the SD angle. The entries I can tell you. From the financial accounting angle, I have given you the basic examples. When the goods are sold and whether it is a FI or SD, normally the customer's account debit and the sales and services, whatever may be, sales and services account will be credited and the respective tax GST is payable will be credited also. This is the basic entries. If there is any TDS is applicable, then TDS is also to be deducted and to be credited also. TDS, yes. Now TDS will be debited. If any TDS will be deducted, that means customers that amount payable will be less, reduced to that extent. Okay. So right now I'll test a few transactions, whether it is happening or not happening. That we'll see. Actually, server. I think I have to inform in the morning. I think I have informed late. That is why students are not joining. This may be the, but still I have informed. I think 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock. I think 1 o'clock or something. They should aware of and check the, because Saturday you have enjoyed your festival. So that is why, and you have not replied also. That is why I have not taken class yesterday. Okay, festival is there and students should busy in their festival and puja and all these things. So I should not disturb them. But today you might be expecting that there might be some messages. You should check the group messages at least. So this is the basic responsibility to check at least in the second half, 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock, whether class is there. So I inform the timing of the class always before 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock, very rarely after 5 o'clock. By default, you should expect at 6 o'clock. Even if I have not informed, you expect that 6 o'clock there will be a class and you should be mentally prepared for that. So I'll start the server. The server is off now. Okay. I expect that you should be very curious to you bring some more students from other colleges instead of bringing the other college students and your college students are not joining. Very horrible situation. You are getting SAP trainings free of cost and still you are missing the class, not joining the class. Once that is 2 classes only and 1 hour. I'm not teaching you every day or something like that. If you are traveling for your college starting on this Monday, so you should inform we are traveling, and then I could manage the timing. Whether it can be done in the morning also today. In the morning I was also traveling, so that can be managed actually. Otherwise, I can make it 8 o'clock or something, or Monday tomorrow I can do after reaching your destination. So there should be a proper communication from the admin of the particular group. If students are traveling, there should not be any class. Who is shouting here? Please don't create the noises, and you should understand it is YouTube and others are listening later on. Okay, anyway. So keep silence and ask only valid questions if you have doubts. And if the backend noises are there and it is a problem for me and a problem for you also. When you listen the videos, then you cannot understand if there is a noise. Then you ask me, sir, the noises are there, I cannot understand. Sure. It's a testing now. Okay, so I'll go for the testing. That is, FI. That is a FI angle. That is, sales transactions from the FI angle. So that is here is no delivery challan or delivery of the goods. Okay, the inventory is not maintained for this type of sales in the when FI invoice is raised. The same way SD invoice, only difference is that inventory is affected in the SD module integration testing. Here there is no inventory is affected. This is the basic difference. So, supply chain management. Supply chain management is my core module now. Account receivable, na? Sorry. So FB70 is the transaction code for the invoice posting for the account receivable. Please note down if you want to. You can also see it. So how many of you have installed the software? I came to know from my team that only 3-4 persons have taken the installation guidance or install. So why not everybody? Now it is already 30% courses are covered. I have created one customer na. Achha. That will test whether it is working or not working. Achha, whether this this is our Vedanta aluminum and power invoice date 06 So by next Saturday, Sunday, all of you, I'll check. One day I'll spend for checking who has installed the software or not. Then only I go ahead. Even if you don't have computer, you can use the cyber cafe for something share. So sharing with others also. If you have two friends, can share one computer or one laptop. Achha. Amount say 2,50,000. Tax you could write or not write is not mandatory. I think I have conducted this transaction. I remember, not remember it. The customer account, which account it is? Invoice account, no? Customer account is already debited as sales account. When customer account is showing here, that means it is debited. It is in the debit. And here I have to give the sales account. Sales means craft sale, or here the you can say we are testing it as a training session. Dummy trainer, you can even write here sales still not a problem. You can write here from the testing angle. You have to just test the entries. It is known as a unit testing or transaction simple FI transaction testing. Same amount you should write what you have written in the against the customer account. And tax we have not configured. You have to remove this. Okay. Anything else? Nothing else. Simple. Nothing. This payment detail tax notes not required now. Parking document, holding document, I'll tell you later on. So you just simple transaction testing you do here. What is that? You may only enter. Acha, acha. Here I have written here the 2,50,000. How it is coming? Okay, okay. There is some configuration issues. I have to given 1 crore actually 10 lakhs or something more than that, I think. So maybe wrongly configuration I have to change. Okay. Okay. Is visible na? Screen is visible or not? Sorry. So there is some configuration is missing right now. I'm just completing that. That means account receivable that limit is lesser. That is why business transactions, incoming payments, manual incoming payments, because we are doing manual na define products for customers. What is that hours? Is the 33. You can go to the position also, otherwise. It should be blank, na? This should be blank. That is why it is not happening. 10 lakhs. Check it. Oh, this is correct. Decimal issue is there or something. It's a permitted difference, na? Entry too long, enter in a format. Actually, in the Germany language, I think it is coming. It should be Indian actually. Did not exactly issues, I think so. Let us see. Okay, this one. Oh, problem is here. 10 lakh, huh? 10,000. 3 5 ना ये only 5%. And teach number 1 lakh, 10 lakh. So, क्या format में इसको you have to check this German. This thing is coming. Okay, let us do this. To check decimal, I have to check it. So 4 digit or something. In lakhs, no? then it becomes ये अपने आप होना चाहिए 10 lakhs 10 lakh के पास 100 lakhs visible na up to so इसको amount को I have to check what it is saying here. I don't know why it is not 2,50,000 not 2,50,000 is written like this 2,50,000 the amount for document is 10,000 format actually I have to configure configuration I have to check it will take time configuration it shouldn't happen last time that it was okay others have done 10 lakhs no, 100 lakhs no, कुछ देंगे जो लेता देखते हैं क्या लेता है 100 lakhs 10 lakhs that was set how it is taking let us see this one if it is not visible please tell me you may only enter the amount of the ठीक है I think by mistake it is taken ठीक है 10,000 okay चलो दोबारा net is slow very slow actually it's taking time I think I have to change the will change then the SAP will change It's actually it is a Redmi or that is why it's slow. Um, Maybe the screen may be going back. We have to change the things. Oh, net is very slow. So you select, double click that customer name. Otherwise, you can directly type if you remember, not directly type also, not a problem. But it is where you cannot remember. Here it is a one in the testing case or in your training session, it is okay. But in the real time, you cannot remember the customer code. There are so many customers, so thousands customers will be there. Amount say, so 1 lakh will write. So I have to check later on this numerical things. There may be any issue, but last time there was no issue. How it comes, I don't know. What is that GL code? Sales. It is 1 or 3 lakh 1 or something. 3 lakh 1, I think. Okay, fine. 1 lakh. Remove the tax code always, and if there is any tax code, you have to remove. So right now, the document was posted, right? This document, 1 lakh document, first document has, we have created also one document already earlier. 1 lakh 1. It is a, I think it is a second document. We'll check it now. This is the document number, it is which is generated here, right? So in the system it will be there. So we can, for the testing purpose, before posting the transaction, you can simulate. Right now, you cannot simulate. Simulation is to just to know whether the entries are coming correct or not. Display the GL accounts. That is a entries. Scrap sale credited and your vendor account. This is decimal and a point, and I'll check it. I think this is the decimal point in the comma in the German language. Okay. This point is nothing. The what we are writing the 1 lakh na, we are giving some comma and then full stop after the 00 paisa, right? So here, because of the German, I think because of this, I don't know how it is changed, or earlier it was there. Anyway, here it is. You should not think that it is 100 rupees or something like that. It is a 1 lakh rupees. This comma is after that you count as a 1 lakh. I'll check it and try to do in the Indian fashion, Indian entry. So right now you will understand this thing. So 1 lakh INR scrap sales transaction has been done. So right now, what we'll do after the sales, the collections, payments. If you want, you can check it. Sorry. You can check it also. Keep where it. Text. Hello, I'm begin class. Begin class. So I'll finish this transaction just showing the payments. I can't show now. It will take time. We'll just check right now. FBL customer account. What is that company for? Company code is company code. So 3399. Okay. Customer account. Somebody might have changed the settings. That is why it is coming like this. Here it is a 1,50,000. Somebody has played. That is why it is coming like this. Who has changed that? I have to ask. There are so many students, so they are doing the trial and error. Anyway, it is a 1 lakh. Is a total amount. Right? So first we have done and the these 30 January, na? 30 January means last when it was last Sunday. Last Sunday we have done this one. That means there was no need to do the same thing. Okay, anyway, so you understand it now. So that is why here it is 1 and I thought that there is another transaction before that. Because the starting point I know, I remember this. So these two transactions has been posted for the invoices. So payments we'll do next time. Maybe in the weekdays, I'll see in the Wednesday or something. I'll tell you. Okay. So this is the 2 invoices has been posted and payment will be received against this. Okay. So next class we'll do the things how the payments are processed against the invoices. So for that and if you want to do in advance, you can do also, not a problem. Here the incoming payments F-28. F-28. You fill up all these things and amount that is customer account. You have to give here. Customer account is here, and the bank account is here, and the amount the same thing. That okay. I'll try to finish it one at least. 2022. That is the bank account number. Okay, so 1,50,000. Okay, so here the customer account. Okay. So right now, process the open items. So number range 14 is missing. That means it requires the customization 14. So why I have not done copy? Because you should know the number range how it is created. That is why. So we have to create the number range 14 and automatically this. In this way, the posting payment posting will happen. This will display. Then you select from the open items. Then only. So next class I will do this thing, students. So right now I'm a little bit busy. So I'm ending the session now because most of the times has gone on the waiting for the students. So let us see in the next